October is Domestic Violence Awareness Month, and women of color continue to be disproportionately impacted, according to advocates.
Well, tonight, Facing Race reporter Sharon Yu and photojournalist Eric DeRosiers bring us the story of one survivor. Sharon joins us now. Tell us a little bit about the person that you heard from.
Well, Greg, Joyce, Eric and I both agree that it was an honor to be in this space with a woman we'll call Jane. Many times when we hear stories from domestic violence survivors, maybe they're several years removed from their situation, but we got a rare opportunity to hear from a survivor who is just months removed from her survival story. We hid her identity for her safety. What brought you to this moment that we're in today?
How back should I go?
How long were you guys together?
About 7 years. He was dealing with some mental health issues as well as other things, other issues, and got to the point between us that it was no longer safe. I couldn't come to work sometimes because of the bruises, so I was calling out. I'd lost my job. I'd been a pharmacy tech for a good 3 years, and I was proud of myself for getting to that point, regardless of what I was going through. So they even told me, it's great employee, just attendance. When I lost my job, it was kind of like a back and forth about money and just other things, and he had physically done something and said a couple things that I know that you can't come back from. Another one of the reasons I left is my children seeing things. It was getting to the point where they had physically seen things that children should never see, and just wouldn't ever want them to see that again. So I knew that. Here, come on, Mama.
Hello. What are you doing?
Oh, you're gonna fall. Oh. You okay? You getting sleepy? Mm-hmm. A lot of things you can fix with, a book or a tablet or a lollipop, and they're okay. But with certain things you can. I think when you can't protect your children from seeing things, I think that was very detrimental. I moved to Washington in April, was homeless for a couple months, and then I found the KWA shelter, and they helped me and my children out.
Is he still looking for you?
As far as I know, yeah. It's another reason why I had to change my number. I kept getting not nice voicemails, I'll say that. Maybe he'll find me, maybe not, but I know I won't ever feel the way I felt yesterday. That's what I kept saying. I will never feel that way. Sorry, I need a minute.
Yeah.
A lot of people who knew me before the relationship can tell the difference in my demeanor. And I can tell that that's just how detrimental it was to me, my psyche, my everything. From being on edge for 6 years, I think my body is just always so tense. If I kind of feel triggered about something, or maybe I'm too overwhelmed, I try to get my knitting needles. Very therapeutic, you're sitting there, you're creating something. When I'm too wound up, it kind of helps me relax. So it's like I'm immersed in something so calm, I have to be calm. As low as you feel, you'll feel 100% opposite once you go. The things that we've gone through, don't define us as women, don't have to define us any further than what it has been, and we deserve to feel safe and to feel loved. I know that that chapter is closed and this new chapter I'm still writing, and it's going to flourish.
Like Jane said, her initial point of contact and help here was the Korean Women's Association. They're a long-established nonprofit that serves folks in the Tacoma and Greater Pierce County area. And despite their name, they serve all communities now. And you can find resources from them and others like them on the bottom of this story on our website.
We know that during the pandemic, domestic violence numbers really shot up. What do those numbers look like now?
So it's really hard to tell because of the underreporting what the numbers exactly are. But the executive director of the Korean Women's Association told me that she has other nonprofits calling KWA to ask about vacant spots in their DV home. And she is constantly shocked by the need that it seems to be ever growing. She says they're full. So it's just kind of like a referral loop and an ever-growing.
Still, the resources are there, and you just have to know to look for them.
Yes,
It looks
absolutely.
like she's made some progress, but still a lot to go.
Still a lot to go, but she is wanting to be having this as a story of hope. So
Right.
she's got her feet under her, she's got her kids in school, and she likes having her own place now.
And just the courage it takes to share, like you said, so close to getting away from her abusers. Just
So brave.
extraordinary.
So brave.
Thank you for sharing your story.